Hey, what's up, y'all? Grandma, and I do mean grandma and my mama's homemade banana pudding. Like back in the day, banana pudding. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Guys, it ain't no other way to make banana pudding than like grandma used to do. And guess what? I got y'all. I promise. All right, guys, we're gonna start with 1 box of banana pudding. We ain't doing graham crackers, custard. We're not doing Lorna Doones, Chessman's, vanilla waffles, the original. Then I'm gonna go in there with 3/4 of a cup of flour. I'm gonna go in there with 3/4 of a cup of sugar. I got about 6 bananas because I love a lot of bananas and a lot of cookies. We're gonna go in there with at least a tablespoon of real vanilla, not that fake stuff. 3 eggs. We're gonna separate and put a meringue on it like Mama used to do. And then a pinch of Himalayan salt. We're gonna use my very own salt shaker. See that? Take that egg. It's this simple and easy, guys. Grandma done wasn't doing none of that. Chef can't show you how to do that. Pour out all that white. Let that yolk go right back over there. Get the rest of that little white. See that? Side to side. Then we're gonna bloop. Okay, let's do our final egg. Okay. Crack it on the side of the bowl. All you want is that white to go in there. Put that yellow over there. Don't want to break your yolk. Okay. And here we go. Bloop. That's it. And what I like to take and do with my yolk, y'all see that? Okay. We got it separated. I like to take and kind of beat them all together. All right, y'all, so after I have 3 cups of half and half, we're gonna pour all that egg yolk in there. We're gonna need all that, okay? Get all the egg yolk. That's how grandma did it, okay? And we're gonna take, and we're gonna blend that egg yolk. All right, y'all, so let's bring our double boiler situation back into the picture. A double boiler is just 2 pots. I got water in here, and this is just a hot pot. Okay, that's a double boiler. That will keep this whole situation from being a lituation and scorching. You don't want that. So let's go in there with our flour. 3/4 of a cup of flour. 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And guess what I'm gonna use? Y'all can get one of these at www.chefcarmenhtx.com. Okay, just a pinch of Himalayan salt. And let's stir all this around. But this is all our dry ingredients, guys. It's just simple and easy. I can't make it no easier than this for you. Okay. Then next thing we're gonna do, let's go in there with that mixture of our egg and half, and we're gonna make sure we get everything stirred up and roll combine. All right, we have all our liquid in there. And we're just simply gonna stir this, make sure we have it all rolled combined. And as this liquid heats up, it's gonna thicken from the flour. Oh yeah, if you like banana pudding like grandma and them used to do, we ain't using no Eagle brand. We ain't using no instant pudding. We going straight custard. Oh yeah, it's this easy, guys. I can't make this up. Perfect custard, perfect consistency. Y'all gotta get in here. Y'all see this? Perfect consistency. Because when it cools down, it's gonna thicken more too. So keep that in mind. You don't want it thick. Well, follow my simple, easy recipe and y'all got this, okay? Last thing, we're gonna go in there with a tablespoon of real vanilla. Stir this and get this well combined. And we're gonna get ready to put grandma's banana pudding together with the real custard. I mean, it's just no banana pudding like this. When you do this homemade version, can't nothing out there on the market touch it. This is perfect. This is what you want. See that? You got this. All right, let's get our dish that we're gonna make our banana pudding in. And let's grab a ladle. Y'all see this? I love this custard. It's perfect. You don't want your custard too sweet because the bananas are sweet and the cookie's sweet, but you want it sweet. All right, guys, I'm using the mini vanilla wafers. So we're gonna just take and cover our complete volume with our mini vanilla wafers. I love cookies, extra cookies, and bananas, extra bananas. Then we're gonna pull on our ripe bananas. Make sure they're good and ripe off the bunch. And we're simply gonna get in here, okay? I love extra bananas, extra cookies. So we're probably gonna put about a banana and a half on each layer. One banana down, let's get another one, okay? And we're gonna use half of this one, okay? Some people are like, I don't want bananas in a banana pudding. Well, ain't no banana pudding. I don't want a lot of cookies. I want both, okay? So we're gonna use half of this one. Bananas, cookies, and cream in every bite. That's how grandma did it. That's how chef is doing it, okay? That's half of that banana. Perfect, okay? Now it's time to go in with our custard. Let's move this over a little bit. And we're just gonna layer some of our custard all around. I'll take like 2 ladles or a ladle and a half of custard on each layer. You wanna make sure that you completely cover all your cookies, all your cream, all your bananas. Let's get over here in all the creases and the crevices. All right, second layer. To get our cookies, and we just gonna sprinkle them all over. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And look here, we got that half a banana that we didn't eat. Chiquito. And we're gonna get it here, and we're gonna do the same thing. Cut our bananas, get bananas and cookies on every layer. This is the best homemade banana recipe in the world. I'm telling y'all, go back to your roots. Get out of that Eagle brand. Eagle brand, all right. Instant pudding is all right. But ain't nothing like when grandma used to do it. Now, see that? A whole layer of cream. Get in there. Yeah, chef. Get in there. Yeah, chef. The best cookie in the world. They don't call it vanilla wafer for nothing. So let's get in here. Okay. We're gonna squeeze one more layer out of this thing. Yep, the bowl ain't big. It's big enough. Vada. And you gotta always save, save a few for chef. See, you can't do that. All right, let's go in there with our last and final layer. If you got a spot on the banana that you don't want on there, go on cut that off. But when you cut a spot off the banana, go on cut a piece off of you. I love bananas, I love cookies, and I love cream. Y'all see this right here? That bad spot. Go on, get rid of that. Oh yeah, extra bananas, extra cookies. Now let's get the cream. Let's go in there with our last layer. Layer number 3, chef. This custard is simply delicious. All right, we get ready to make our meringue. So we're going in with our 3 egg whites. We're just gonna pour them into our bowl. Let's get our setting. And let's start beating. As the eggs start sipping, I have 1/4 cup of sugar, and I'm gonna start to add that sugar in. It's getting stiffer and stiffer. This is exactly what you want. You want very stiff cakes. I like my meringue to have some flavor, so I'm gonna take and add like a teaspoon of real vanilla. Just a drop. All right, that's it. Put the bowl down. Get in here. Let's pull this out. Y'all see that? Stiff peaks. Okay, so now all you do, guys, is you take this really stiff peak meringue and we're gonna spread it all over our banana pudding. So let's take and spread all this around, and then we're gonna get some more. I'm gonna spread it from end to end. We're gonna need all this. It's gonna be a nice, thick, fluffy meringue. It's like eating clouds. You wanna eat a cloud? We'll make your meringue like chef. All right, 350 degrees, 10, 15, 20 minutes until it's golden brown. Oh yeah. Perfectly toasted and brown meringue. We're gonna let it cool down for a second, then we're gonna take a bite. When you do this, you're gonna be the only one in the house that can make banana pudding after you put it down like this. Simple and easy. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Y'all already know. I got y'all. I promise.